One of the requirements for this documentary was it had to be something we are passionate about. The two things that came to mind that I'm passionate about are girls and food. I don't see my problems with girls being fixed anytime soon, so we're going to focus on food. More specifically, we're going to focus on the serving size in relation to the price of our school lunches. It's no secret, the school lunches are too small. Here it is, the lunchroom. The place where you get a break from class, socialize with friends, flirt with the lunch ladies, and eat your undersized lunch. It's also the home of this beautiful man.
What's up?
You see, the problem is not the sides to the lunch, it's the size of the main entree. Also, the lunch prices seem to increase each year. The cost of lunch sophomore year was $2.85, junior year it was $3.10, and now for senior year it's $3.30. Yet the size of lunch has not noticeably increased. This causes each day the a la carte line to be packed with students that need more food because they aren't getting enough food with their lunches. We know that we both feel this way about the lunches, but we wanted to see what others thought. While roaming the halls, we walked in on Parker, and here's what he had to say about lunch sizes.
They are way too small. I get a lot of food over the course of one day. It starts after second block. Need a little pick me up. I get a brisk and a blueberry scone, and then lunch. Depending on what the lunch is, I get one lunch, maybe two. After lunch, I go to a la carte, get a brownie, blueberry scone, and another brisk. And it costs a lot of money. My mom usually texts me and tells me I need to quit it, or she's not going to fund my lunches anymore.
He wasn't lying. Then we asked him if he would have to spend as much money if the lunches were bigger.
Right now, the prices are kind of ridiculous for how much they give you. So if they increase the portion of food they give you, kept the prices the same, I definitely would not be spending $15 a day on food.
Next, we interviewed football star and future male stripper Foster Conzit to see what he thought about the school lunch sizes.
I think they're too small because I end up buying 2 lunches a day, and it actually costs quite a bit of money, and I think that if they just made the one lunch bigger, I wouldn't have to spend so much money.
After hearing what some kids had to say, we decided to talk to Sue Johnson, the head of Culinary Express at the high school. We started by asking her if it was possible to increase the lunch serving sizes for next year.
I think that we could increase them. It would definitely come with another price increase then.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So, but if people supported that, I don't think we'd be opposed to that.
We conducted a survey to reach more students, and they do in fact support it. Here are the results. What? 2%? Well, I guess it's better than last year. Sorry, I don't know how that got in there. Much better. Out of the 50 males we surveyed, 82% of them answered that the current lunch size does not fill them up. Also, 88% of everyone we surveyed approved larger lunch serving sizes. I ran into a buddy of mine named Sam in the halls and asked what he thought about school lunches.
You mind if I ask you a couple questions?
Yeah, no sweat.
Hey, let's go, baby.
Personally, I believe they could be a little bit bigger. I'm a 17-year-old guy, so I eat a lot of food.
You say that they fill you up?
Not very, rarely. I usually hit up that young cinnamon scone.
For the safety of our filming crew, we decided to alter this next person's voice for the interview and film him in a dark room so that his face cannot be recognized.
I think they're too small. Almost every day I have to go to a la carte or maybe get a second serving to be filled up, I guess. It just doesn't satisfy my needs. Yeah, that's true. Have you been filming this whole time?
Dude, don't worry.
Turn it off! Shut that.
Now that we know how the guys feel, let's see what the girls think about lunch sizes.
I think they're okay. They could be a little bigger. Sometimes I have to go up to a la carte, get some extra food, but they're okay.
I think that they're too small because I'm not always full after.
Would you ladies approve a bigger lunch size?
In my opinion, yeah. I think that the serving sizes of the lunch are too small because I always feel like I need to go get something from a la carte, like a cookie or something to satisfy my hunger.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think they're too small too. The only concern with them being bigger is I'm just worried my ass will get too fat.
Yeah. As weird as it sounds, she does bring up a good point. increasing lunch serving sizes could contribute to more obesity. Let's take a look at what obesity looks like in America right now. Eating more food while getting a lack of exercise could lead to this. Obesity is a pressing problem in the United States, especially among the nation's youth. According to a study done by the CDC in 2012, more than 1/3 of children and adolescents were overweight or obese. Although increasing lunch sizes could lead to a price increase, chances are the prices will increase either way. They have the past 3 years. So, here's our proposed solution. For next year, we hope Culinary Express can find a point in between where they can make a profit and we can have a bigger lunch serving size at the same time. That way, every school lunch can look like this.